Turn it over to you, Marieke. And Bante, thank you so much for guiding us today.
So I just want to welcome everybody, and wow, to see so many friends, feeling the energy and perhaps some of that joy. And I'm just wondering if Marieke, you want to say a little hello so people know you're here.
Yes, thank you. Thank Anita and Nancy also for the support. I'm so happy to facilitate together with Bante Viveka. So happy to see all the faces, friends, joy arises. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Marieke. So why not begin with a short sit, a guided meditation? So perhaps feeling that ringing of the excitement of being together with good friends, Kalyanamita, and letting that energy settle to be grounded, feeling the earth holding you. So that contact, physical, the cushion, the chair, the floor, the earth holding us. And of course, there's the whole Sangha, the whole family here holding us as well. So with the earth and good friends, maybe it's possible to release and to find that balance. And perhaps just to discover what appears as tensions disappear. There could be contact, awareness of breathing, the rhythm of the breath. And feeling how that's so natural. All these experiences, the breath, physical sensations, whatever else comes and it goes. So there's that rhythm of experience. And we just listen as best as we can. As we connect with the body, perhaps we're connecting with the heart. Feelings are there. Is there agitation, excitement, joy, or maybe there's a resistance, agitation, tension in the heart? And in this vast awareness, can we give permission to these things to be? The pleasant, the not so pleasant, and the neutral. Perhaps letting go, aware of this support or these supports, the earth, the friends, and this practice. There's confidence. And even if there's doubt, can we allow that to be? And whatever's here, since it's already here, why not fight, go to war against it? Just for a moment, letting that be. In awareness. Feeling the support of pause, relax. Is there a softening of the heart and mind, even body, opening, releasing? And with this inner openness, perhaps slowly opening the eyes to have contact with just the room around us, perhaps. Or if you're courageous and curious, connecting with people, friends on the screen. Staying connected with the earth and the body, but connecting with friends as well. And what happens in the heart and mind as we do that. And hand it over to Marieke if you want to say something.
Yes, thank you, Bante Viveka. Yes, the topic of these sessions is the relation with our practice inside dialogue, the guidelines, and the Dhamma. And today we will focus on the relation between the practice and the Brahmaviharas. So in this session we'll explore in the moment, as Bante Viveka guided us in the meditation, to explore whether those qualities are present or absent, those hard qualities, and how the guidelines of pausing, the mindfulness, relax, and open are maybe helpful to discover if they're present or if they're absent. What happens if we apply those helping factors? And how practicing together the relationship affects this. It's all about the basis of insight dialogue. One of the bases, the meditative qualities, the other, the relationship, and the third, the wisdom. The guidelines help us to support the meditative qualities, and in the relational field, the guidelines help us to be present. And there the Brahmaviharas often arise spontaneously when we are practicing together. The second space, relationship. And wisdom can arise in this common field, this shared field. Seeing together things as they are, really. The suffering, the impermanence, and that we don't have control. And when we pause, we can recognize these qualities, those Brahmaviharas, the friendliness, compassion, sympathetic joy or equanimity. as we are able to be present with what arises. Also, when they are absent, what happens then? Sometimes the qualities have the color of compassion. And when the meeting together is joyful, it can have the color of mudita, sympathetic joy. Equanimity can bring balance, even when kindness or compassion are not possible. What happens if we practice together relax? Or how does open affect these qualities? We'll explore this today in the session. The Buddha said that we need two wings to fly, the wing of compassion and the wing of wisdom. Both paths, the path of insight and of compassion together, can lead to liberation, and the paths can strengthen each other. To weaken our unwholesome reactions, the Buddha taught the four heart qualities, which we can practice in meditation, alone on the cushion, and especially together. And we can see how they arise spontaneously and the strength of practicing together. By understanding this, our actions become more friendly, because we know we are interdependent and we can really feel this, and the quality and the strength of Sangha, practicing with Kalyana Mitta. Besides the meditative qualities, the Brahmaviharas can be helpful to discover the truth of this moment, wisdom, because they help to be present with what is. And we can do this together. This we can explore today in an embodied way, just in this moment, not thinking intellectually, but really being present here now. I'll stop here for now, and maybe Bante, you want to add something?
Thank you, Marieke. That was very rich. Rich Dhamma to nourish our minds and heart and our Sangha, this community. And I'm really looking at these, it's coming to me as colors, that you're all these different palettes of colors. And I know we're human beings on a planet together somewhere as well. So touching the same earth, actually, and connected by that gravity, that force of the earth. And this is like the Dhamma. Everything grows from that earth and grows from that Dhamma. So these qualities of that pause, the mindfulness is really at the heart of this whole practice, the pause. And there's, as I was reflecting and we were preparing this session, my mind kept going back to, it's something the Buddha said, and it's something Shui Min Sayadaw also said often. It was one of the, I think, 10 teachings that they engraved in stone at the monastery in Burma, where I was, Shui Min. And it's something like this. Mindfulness is the path to the deathless. And being unmindful is the path to death. Those who are mindful don't die. Those who are unmindful are as if already dead. So in every moment in our life, there's that potential of really being present, really being here, clearly knowing what's going on in this body, heart, mind, this experience. And what happens when this is the case? So when there is mindfulness, there is a pause, what opens up for us? What qualities are present? Maybe some of these Brahmaviharas, the loving kindness, the compassion for ourselves, for others, all pervading, the joy, shared joy. It's maybe happening now for some of you. And to recognize these qualities, what does that do to these qualities? Recognizing the absence, maybe the obstacles, or that state of death when it's just not accessible to us. And maybe we're lost or sort of taken over by emotions or preoccupations, ideas. I didn't name equanimity, it's the big one, the last one of so many lists in the discourses for a good reason. And it's really that capacity to be with all of this. And is compared to being the earth. That's what the Buddha shared with his own son, Rahula. Be like the earth. Practice meditation like if you're the earth. Whatever is thrown at the earth can transform it. And it doesn't reject it. Whether it's water, fresh water, or urine or feces, it takes it in and it transforms it into something. If you heard that alarm, that's my wake up from the midday siesta. So I don't know if Marieke, you wanted to add something before I maybe present the contemplation?
Well, I think you had a very rich sharing, and I can feel that earth that contains us all and holds us all. This beautiful quality. Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. So the contemplation is exactly this. So that pause, exploring especially that mindfulness, a moment of mindfulness or unmindfulness. So we could think of something maybe recent we've experienced. And that death is really about suffering, right? So in the Dhammapada I just shared, when we're mindful, then it's the deathless, right? This is another way to say Nibbana or freedom of the heart, the ease and the peace that's available, and all those Brahmaviharas. So let's remember a time where there was maybe suffering or that deathless, so that ease of heart, that, liberated mind. And just take time to explore that in dyad. Like, oh, I remember that time where I suffered. Yeah, this is what was going on in my mind. This is how I felt in my body, like a ton of brick. And maybe there was a transformation at some point. there was some kind of realization later. Wow, some kind of understanding. I didn't see the perspective of the other person. Often it's relational, the suffering, right? And then by understanding, perhaps, that melted away the brick. We were able to lay down that burden. So it's not an either or. There are moments of mindfulness. There are moments where there's no mindfulness. How is that different? Thank you, Nancy. She wrote that in the chat box. So we'll have time to explore that in Dyad. And then Marieke will offer like a second layer to that. Is that clear, or are there questions around that?
Is there a first speaker, first listener?
Yeah, that would be useful, right? Thank you. Yeah, so there'll be separate speaker listener, and you can just decide that as you get in the room, or maybe the first one that arrives can be the first speaker. Let's say it that way. You don't have to decide. Less of a burden. So if there are no more questions.
Yes, maybe you can add that you'll speak in the rooms and guide them in the rooms. Yeah, so you don't have to make the time. We'll do time. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Marieke.
After later on, I'll go with the second layer. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
You'll hear a voice from the heavens, mine, and then Marieke will guide you through the rest. So you don't have to worry about time or to what will come next. We'll guide you through. So just mindfulness, unmindfulness, what is present in those moments. And this is a shared practice, so we get to really be listened to and share with someone and listen to someone and see how that is as well, right? So it's a very rich practice. So enjoy it.
What does happen when you open? Feel these qualities get stronger in connection with your partner. Maybe the friendly eyes of your partner help to be present with what really is there. It's possible to share something that's really difficult. Compassion is coming up, it's emerging. Or maybe there was joy and you felt the joy was growing, mudita was emerging. Or maybe you could experience the balance, being present with life as it is in this moment, shared with your partner, with your spiritual friend. So we can explore the same, but also adding this extra layer besides the mindfulness, pause and relax. You are more conscious of the relationality, opening to your partner. So we continue in an open dialogue. We let fall the separate speaker and listener, and we contemplate together. Let's let you support you by your practice and the guidelines. Pause, relax, and open.
So are we all back and maybe we never left. So this is a time for the group harvest. So you can share the fruits of your practice. This is the time, basically. How was your practice? Any insights, touching moments? Something worth sharing. So this is just the continuation of our practice with more friends. Open that you spoke of, a lot of you spoke to, just to be able to share and just be, however messed up this experience is, just to be and be seen and be heard is, without judgment, of course, with all that compassion and equanimity. It's just priceless, priceless gift. So thank you so much, Marieke, and all of you.
Here is also a lot of gratitude to my partner in preparing and offering, Dante and Nancy and Anita, also for the practice. So much gratitude in really support of pause, relax and open to the truth of dukkha and the end of suffering, the possibility of the end of suffering. So we can close with turning the hearts to those qualities again. All the suffering in the world, in our personal lives, and what's happening. The friendliness, the metta, and the compassion for the shared humanity. And the gift of the openness, the open heart, to be present with what is, this body, mind, and in the shared, in the support of the Kalyana Mitta, our spiritual friendship, and in the support of the Dhamma, and in the support of the Buddha, the possibility of awakening, together. And may we all open our hearts for those beautiful qualities that are present in ourselves and can grow when we open to each other, so that we can heal ourselves, we can heal the world around us, the people with whom we are in contact, all the beings with whom we are in contact, that can contribute finally to healing of the world. So necessary, these qualities in these difficult times. And may there be peace in our hearts, in our relations, in our community, and in the world. And may the fruits of this practice together contribute to the liberation of ourselves, all the ones with whom we share our life, and finally all living beings.